So welcome to week 3 of Muffin a Month. So I'm having so much fun with Muffin Month. We may have 2 more weeks of Muffin Month coming up. So let me know if there is a particular flavor of muffin you'd like to see in small batch form. Leave me a comment comment down below. We may not make it into Muffin Month, but maybe in the future I'll be able to share that recipe with you in small batch form. So today's recipe, almond muffins. I am a big almond lover. I love almond, the flavor of almond extract, the crunch of almonds. And this muffin has it all. It has almond extract in the light, tender muffin. We're gonna sprinkle crunchy almonds on top, and then we're gonna drizzle it on the top with a amazing almond glaze. So almond, almond, almond. You're gonna love it. Now, if you've missed any of our other Muffin Month recipes, make sure you check down below. I'll link to them in the description. We had some awesome strawberry muffins, some jam-filled muffins, today almond, and I'm not gonna tell you what's coming up next week, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, we're gonna start our almond muffins with our dry ingredients, and we're going to use 1 cup. I'm using unbleached all-purpose flour. I like to kind of aerate my flour a little bit, scoop it, and then scrape off the top. So we need a cup plus 2 tablespoons. All right. We're gonna use 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and like I've mentioned before, make sure you have nice fresh baking powder, not baking powder that's been sitting on your shelf for a year or so, because that's what's gonna help your muffin rise. So nice fresh baking powder, and then we have 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. We're just gonna mix that all together. If you've never used one of these, I am using my Danish dough hook. I'll link to it in the description down below. I love it. It's especially great for cake batters, muffin batters, cookie batters, things like that. All right, and then we're gonna do our wet ingredients. And I have got in my bowl here 1/4 cup of melted salted butter, okay? And I let it sit and cool for a few minutes because we don't want to pour our milk and egg into hot butter. It's best to, if your milk and egg are room temperature, it's going to help the ingredients incorporate quicker and easier together without having to overmix your muffin batter, which gives you a tough muffin. So let's go ahead. I'm using 1/4 cup of milk. I'm using whole milk because that's what I had in my fridge, but 2%, 1% skim milk will work. Actually, even if you have buttermilk would be delish in this too. And then 1 egg. And then our last ingredient is some sour cream. Now you could also use plain Greek yogurt if you have that in your fridge. And 2 tablespoons. That's gonna help make your give some good moisture to your muffin. All right, and then just go ahead, get that somewhat mixed in. That sour cream doesn't have to be totally mixed in because it will happen when we take our dry ingredients. Oh, and I almost forgot the very most important ingredient for almond muffins, almond extract. Yeah, we need that. I'm gonna put in, don't put in the little cardboard top that goes inside your bottle. Yeah, not very tasty. Okay, about 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. You know me, I don't tend to measure my extracts very precisely. More is better as far as I'm concerned. All right, now we'll take our dry ingredients. We're going to pour our wet ingredients in. And then we are just going to mix it until all our flour is absorbed. We're not gonna overmix it. We're not gonna use a hand mixer because you have a tendency to overbeat things with a hand mixer. We're just gonna do this. You can use a wooden spoon or regular spoon if you don't have a Danish dough hook. Just wanna get all that dry ingredient mixed in. All right, now we're gonna grab our muffin tin. And I'm gonna grab my cookie scoop. I like to use my little scoop here for filling my muffin tins. It makes it quicker, easier, and you get them a little bit more evenly sized. All right, we're gonna go ahead and scoop these in. Now, I did tell you, I promised you a fun flavor variation. Well, this may be a flavor combination that you haven't had before, but let me tell you, it totally works, and that is a lemon and almond, okay? So if you wanna make these a lemon almond muffin, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. And don't worry, I'm gonna put it all down below too. All right, it's super simple. All you need is just one lemon, and you're gonna zest that lemon, and you'll get a teaspoon or so of lemon zest, and you're gonna put that zest into the muffin batter, okay? And then when we make our glaze here in a minute, instead of using almond extract, you are gonna use the lemon juice to make the glaze. And you're still gonna have almond extract in the muffin, okay? So you're gonna get that lemon and almond combination. And you can even, if you want, use a combination of lemon juice and almond extract in the glaze. But it is, the first time I ever had it, I was unsure of the flavor combination, but totally works. All right, now, next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna take some sliced almonds, and I am just using raw almonds because they're gonna kind of get toasted in the oven as they bake. And I just wanna sprinkle a few on the top. And then we are gonna put them into our oven, and we're gonna use my little bakery style muffin trick to kind of get a taller muffin. And I have preheated my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Going to bake these for 5 minutes. Right, then I'm gonna turn down the oven to 350 degrees and then bake them for another 15 to 20 minutes until they are baked through. So while our muffins are baking, let's go ahead and make that a yummy almond glaze that is gonna go on top of these muffins. And I've got in my bowl here 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and some more of our almond extract. Now again, if you were doing a lemon almond combo, at this point you could use 1/2 extract and 1/2 lemon, or just all lemon. I'm gonna start with just a teaspoon of liquid in there. And I'm gonna also need to add in a little bit of milk. So let me go grab that. I've actually here got a little bit of 1/2 and 1/2 left in my fridge. So I'm gonna use that. Because you want this to be a fairly thin consistency because we're gonna glaze, not frost. So instead of the milk, I would use lemon juice if I were doing the lemon almond version. And okay, so you want this, you can see that it drizzles really nicely. All right, now we're gonna wait till those muffins come out. We're gonna let them cool. If you glaze them while they're still warm, all that glaze is gonna soak right into the muffin, and we want it to sit on top. So we're gonna let them cool, and then we'll glaze them. Our muffins are cooled. They are ready to glaze. Now, if your glaze has been sitting for a few minutes and it kind of stiffens up, and you may just need to add another drop or two of milk or cream or whatever you used in it so that you have this nice glazing consistency. And then we're just gonna do a nice little drizzle over the top. You know, I like a lot of glaze on mine, so put however much you like. Well, I hope you enjoy these almond muffins at your house as much as we do. Look at that, so yummy. They are tender, they have that crunch of the almonds on top, and then that sweet almond glaze over the top of that. Make sure you join me next week for our next week of a muffin month, and I've got a surprise fun muffin for you. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen, and I'll see you in the next video.